And welcome to the Spur Call podcast. I'm your host, Julian Mazar. Sitting across from me, Jimmy Walsh, breaking down the Chicago Bears lost to the L to the Indianapolis Colts.
No need to reiterate.
Bears move on to 3-1. Colts also a 3-1 team.
You suck.
Same format as we did for the Cowboys Browns. Just talk about the game in general at first, and then we'll do the categories. So yeah, let's just talk about it. Obviously, it wasn't a very high scoring game. It was 19-11. Kind of a weird score, also.
How do we even get that score? I don't.
Yeah. So at halftime, it was 13-3 Colts. What were you thinking, kind of in the first half? Like how obviously it was Nick Foles' first game as starter this year. We'll talk about his performance probably a little bit later.
First half, I felt like, of course, Nick Foles was going to have. I mean, what he did last game, like it's not like that was just what he was going to do all year.
Yeah.
He came in and, for whatever reason, he did what he always does. And when he's put in as the backup, like coming in mid-game or mid-season,
he's gonna be good.
He plays well.
Yeah.
So I knew that we'd have some actual growing pains with him becoming the starter, planning for him, and not just having him try and score touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what. Of course, we want him to score touchdowns, but I knew it wasn't going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that the defense played like abysmal. I mean, Rivers was. I mean, we did okay with pressure.
Yeah.
I just think that.
So.
The first half, the defense just let up too much scores, too many points, too quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
So Nick Foles, he was 26 out of 42 for 249 yards, a touchdown, a pick. The pick wasn't really on him. Kind of a drop by Miller. Would you agree with that?
For Nick Foles?
Yeah.
I think you said Philip Rivers.
Did I say that? Nick Foles.
Yeah. The interception was not on him. Like not even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Anthony Miller caught it in stride almost.
Yeah.
With bent arms, just right through his palms.
Yeah. But you're getting to a point. You were talking about something. You said your pressure wasn't bad. So I have two questions that were kind of like general thoughts going into the game. Was the Colts' offensive line as good as advertised? And was the Colts' defense as good as advertised?
The defense was better than I thought. The offensive line,
which is insane because they don't have crazy personnel on their defense. They really don't.
Not besides the two guys.
Yeah, they have
two of the best defense players in the league, and then besides that, it's kind of just they work together.
Yeah, and
Anthony Walker's legit.
Yeah, no, very. And I don't know if
Houston's legit.
Yeah, I don't know if Darius Leonard got hurt in this game because he really only had one tackle.
I didn't hear nothing about him getting hurt.
Yeah,
I mean maybe he just had one tackle.
That would be like he has never
maybe we just sucked that bad, and where he only got a tackle and he still only put up 10 points.
How about their offensive line? Was it?
I think
you said you were getting some pressure.
No, I was saying that we didn't get enough.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Especially early on, first because we were talking first.
Did anyone get a sack? Brent Urban, the only guy to get a sack.
And then Barkevious Mingo actually got
what's his number? Is he 50?
Yeah,
as I saw him rushing off the edge, I was like, who the.
Roy Robertson Harris got a sack, and then there was a holding call, so we just took the holding call and took away that Roy Robertson Harris sack. They look good.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that.
They look good at they would, like, to answer your question, the defense looked better than I thought, better than advertised.
Yeah.
Offensive line was worse than advertised. We have a good D-line, but Hicks was doing his thing. Belon Nichols was making tackles early on in the backfield. Nice. I imagine, Roquan Smith got 3 tackles for loss, and Keem Hicks got 3.5 or something insane like that.
Mm-hmm.
We were back there.
Yeah.
Taylor had a good game, but for the most part, it was just more of a team thing.
So looking at the stats, you guys were not able to run the football. Montgomery had 10 carries.
We didn't try.
Yeah. So Montgomery had 10 carries for 27 yards.
We ran the ball 17 times total.
Cordell Patterson had 3 carries for 5 yards. Nick Foles even had 2 carries, and Mooney
that doesn't count.
Yeah. And Mooney had 1.
That doesn't
count.
No,
definitely not a commitment.
We ran the ball to the backfield 13 times.
Do you have any problems with the play calling at all in that game, or
passive aggressive much? Of course, dude. The play calling is not good. The amount of design screenplays that we run.
Yeah.
Is like
I knew.
Who do we think we?
I knew that.
The identity.
I saw Bears fans complaining about the play design, so I just kind of wanted to sneak that in there.
It's just I appreciate you being, light about it, man, but we did not look good, offense or defense.
Yeah. Your offensive line looked.
That's like the highlight of the flipping season.
Yeah.
Is that the offensive line's actually not doing bad.
Yeah. Except for Charles Leno.
Give me 3 minutes. Charles Leno was signed to a 5-year deal or something insane a couple years ago. He played well. I'm sure that year he played pretty well. PFF. Dude, since then, last year he played horrible. This year, dude, hold on. This year, if we just go over the past 2 games alone, I don't know what this man is doing. No, I do not. Against the Falcons?
Yeah.
Dude, this guy was like the most overrated left tackle in the game. The most high paid for no... Like, dude, he's literally playing
the chest, man.
So badly. Yeah. And he has been for a while. No, it's not even like he's trying hard and he gets like... It's like, what are you doing?
I know the point where his career changed because I remember seeing it. In the Pro Bowl. Yeah, he was there in the Pro Bowl.
Big head.
And I think he played like one drive and he let up a sack to Myles Garrett and it was terrible. Like it was so bad on his part. And he was a Pro Bowl that year. So I imagine since then he had just been destroyed.
I mean, that's a good point to make. Charles Leno looks... He's below average.
Yeah. Would you say you're run blocking slacking more or you're pass blocking?
That's a good question. I'd say pass blocking.
Yeah, and probably.
But pass blocking hasn't even been that bad.
Yeah.
We've had a couple like literally in every game, maybe 1 or 2 where we've been like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But besides that, it's not like some teams are on the defensive side of the ball this year are literally just dominating right off the bat, just getting pressure, getting there. We don't look that bad.
Y'all look pretty solid against DeForest Buckner. Like y'all were.
He didn't do none.
Yeah, y'all were. Y'all were definitely doubling teaming him like every play, but yeah, he definitely didn't do anything.
The fact that we lost this game, dude.
Yeah.
Is honestly.
And Jonathan Taylor, he didn't even like super go off. He was 17 for 68. Okay.
Let me say this: is it more on our offense or defense?
Do what?
The fact that our offense scored 3 points in the first 3 quarters, or that the defense led 19 in the whole game. It might be on the offense, dude.
I mean, 19 points is not that much. So, like, you should be able to win that game.
Dude, we just did not. What I take away is, yes, the defense didn't play elite and stuff them. But 19 points, I mean, I think 3 field goals or something?
Yeah, I was about to say, because was there only 1 touchdown in the game? Or on the Colts part was the Mel Alley Cox touchdown?
That was like 5 yards. They might have got a 2-point. I don't really remember, to be honest.
Let me do the math. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I mean they had 12. They had 4 field goals, so that's 12 points, and then a touchdown. So yeah, so they had 1 touchdown and 4 field goals.
So the defense, No,
they played solid.
And we had a Roquan missing reception, but like he just got his foot out of bounds.
Would you say he probably had his best game of the season? Maybe.
Yeah, man, he played well. Him and Rivers was getting him riled up, and he was flying around a little bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't like amazing, but he was definitely he looked like a legit linebacker.
And what did I tell you, man? Phillip Rivers.
He was your letdown player of the year last week. Roquan.
Roquan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Comeback game.
Oh, no, 100%. I mean, he definitely showed up on the stat sheet. That's for sure.
You saw him out there though.
But like I said though, I told you Phillip Rivers was going to be talking trash, like good or bad, and like it was honestly more than I could have even asked for.
Let's wrap this first half up.
Gotcha.
With some Nick Foles talk.
Okay, let's do it.
Nick Foles.
You already know my opinion, bro.
He was the key. He was the most. I mean, I don't even know how to put it. You know, the biggest talk going into this game was Nick Foles.
Yep.
He came in last week. I think at the end of the 3rd quarter or something. Yep. Maybe even the 4th quarter. Mm-hmm. He scored 3 touchdowns, threw a pick, didn't get sacked, looked good, looked confident. Came in this game, and we were all wondering what he was going to do, how we were going to go about it. He looked okay.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, his
good throws are good, really good.
His good throws are accurate, but the receiver's always making like a good catch too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a good ball. It's not ever like inaccurate, but the receiver's also making a good play.
He's really good at throwing the 50-50 ball to big receivers. Like he did with Alshon Jeffrey. He's doing it with Allen Robinson. Like he knows how to throw that ball.
He threw it up to Mooney high.
Yeah,
as if he was one of those guys. As if he wasn't 5'11", 180.
Yeah. And Mooney just made a fantastic
great play
catch.
on the ball.
How many yards do you say Mooney's on pace for?
600, which isn't bad.
You know how much CD's on pace for?
Like 12.
13.
Yeah. But give us Dak, we win Super Bowl. Is that an argument?
Probably.
How would we not?
Yeah, no, probably.
With the amount of red zone he can run it in.
Oh my God.
The confidence he has.
Yeah. As long as Nagy doesn't ruin it, then you have no excuse.
But I feel like he could make some crazy things happen with Nagy.
Oh,
too.
no, for sure.
But anyways.
I mean, this isn't a Cowboys podcast, but Dak is a top 5 quarterback in the league.
They tie in. This year he looks like it.
Yeah.
Top 5 quarterback, like bottom 10 team now.
Yeah. Worst defense in the league, baby.
Hey, man.
Imagine if we could just combine our offense and y'all's defense and just make a super team. The Dallas Bears or the Chicago
I'd take
Cowboys.
our whole team. Just give us your quarterback. But of course, your offense and our defense would be insane.
Yeah.
That's why that doesn't happen ever.
Yeah. So how would you say Philip Rivers was in this game? Because you guys are playing back to back.
He didn't play
40-year-old quarterbacks. You're going to be playing Tom Brady this week.
He didn't play like a lot of games he did last year, which just was like garbage juice.
Yeah.
Like he didn't play
bad. He has a better offensive line where he doesn't have to make crazy stupid throws.
He stepped up and he kind of like he met the level of competition that he was playing against, and I think he did as good. I mean, actually the numbers is actually very bad, but he when he looked like he was throwing the ball. I mean, they drove down enough to get field goals, and that's all you need to do. Yeah. We didn't even do that as an offense. The offense.
My boy Rodrigo Blankenship made you respect specs, and
I'm finna pick him up in my fantasy league. That's what I'm finna do.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out Blankenship, man.
And I think just to wrap up this first half, we got to talk about the man that had a comeback. Trey Burton.
Man, we don't need to talk about Trey Burton. Let me see his numbers. Trey Burton had 2 catches, 16 yards. The biggest comeback he had.
Let's go!
Biggest comeback he had was he got that onside recovery. Okay. Whenever we were trying to get, we should have just kicked it, but we didn't have timeout, so it made sense.
It's crazy. Like I feel like every team now is trying something on special teams. Like this year. Like I guess you just got to take any advantage you can in this year because it is such a crazy year, and. Yeah, it's biting some teams in the ass, and it's working for other teams. I think, so really, Mo Alley-Cox, he was the only touchdown on the Colts side, which is kind of crazy, honestly, that y'all. I would say I'd put it more on y'all's offense than y'all's defense. Like 19 points isn't that much points. Like it really isn't in the NFL these days.
I called it, man.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and wrap up this half? Anything else you want to finish on?
Well, I was trying to check out how many yards they got total.
It was just like a really there wasn't too much that went on in this game. I feel like
it was just it was a game of defenses, kind of like we thought.
Yeah.
I thought that the offense would be better.
Would you put that more on just like
bad play calling,
the rushing game not really being there, or not even really a focus on the run game?
Bad play calling.
Yeah.
Bad play calling.
Yeah.
But bad play calling.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy, it's hard whenever you have a new quarterback in. I get it, but it's like we gotta feed Monty, man.
Yeah, and apparently
feed him.
Apparently they're there's almost no case scenario where Mitchell Trubisky's gonna be back as the quarterback.
Like Foles gets injured. And
yes, but apparently the coaching staff is 2,000%.
No, it's looking like next year we have Foles for 2 years, so it's looking like next year he'll be our guy, and then we'll have to draft a guy in the first round.
Which is I don't know, it's crazy quarterback dynamic for the Chicago Bears, but I mean that's the history of the Chicago Bears.
Gosh, man, it's just we're just a way better team than this. We should have came in, and we're gonna play harder teams we're going to play better teams than Phillip freaking Rivers, man.
Yeah.
The fact that we lost to Phillip Rivers, our defense lost to flipping Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. God dang it.
God damn it. Or he's a Dan Nabbit.
Nabbit. Shoot.
Shoot.
I'm looking up. He's 38 years old, and next week you guys play a 43-year-old quarterback.
Not next week, on Thursday.
On Thursday.
So, even better. We have no time to even game plan against the best quarterback of all time. Let's roll into the second half of this break, or recap, whatever.
Let's go ahead and take a break, halftime, and we'll break down the stupid awards that we have.
Yeah.
Be right back. And we're back with the Sprint Call podcast, breaking down the awards that we have for Chicago Bears loss to the Colts, 19-11.
Don't laugh.
What happened in 1911? Was that? I feel like that was a historic year.
1911?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of the War of 1912.
Probably.
Anywho.
Yeah. The Bears have almost been a team since 1911. I was actually thinking about yesterday how crazy that the Cowboys were formed in 1960 and the Bears had like 40 years on them.
We were the best whenever they came in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It is just weird that the Cowboys didn't have a team in the 50s or like the 40s at all or anything like that. So yeah, we'll talk about offensive player of the game, defense player of the game, and talk about a pivotal play, I guess, like,
moment.
Yeah, so
whatever.
I'm going to start out. So offensive player of the game.
Clear cut.
Yeah, it's Allen Robinson.
The second,
absolutely. Check his Twitter bio. It's pretty funny, honestly. I think it just I'm Allen Robinson versus the world, something like that.
Great.
He was 7 for 101. He had a touchdown, 14 yards of reception.
10 targets.
A really nice touchdown, obviously, where he snagged it. It was like a I bet you have too many deja vus this year with that play.
I went,
Yeah, but he obviously made an emphasis to snag that ball on a fade.
Dude, if he didn't, cut him.
Yeah, and he's one of my receivers in one of my leagues, so I'm definitely have to give him the edge.
I'm gonna say the same. I'm not even. I mean, there's nobody else, not even close that got to him.
No.
Mooney made a good catch in the beginning, but that's not offensive player of the game.
Let me ask you a more interesting question. Who would be the second? Who's one? If Allen Robinson's 1A, who's 1B? Because I have no clue.
Foles.
And luckily, that's probably what it has to be. And
because the pick wasn't his fault. Really.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not saying anything because he should have played better.
Yeah. But Allen Robinson, man, I just feel so bad for this dude. I mean, how do you go from
He's been playing
How do you go from Christian Hackenberg to Blake Bortles to
Mitch
to Nick Foles? And it's weird because maybe Nick Foles I guess Blake Bortles probably got his best season out of him, but by
far.
But I think Mitch and Nick Foles are probably better quarterbacks than Blake Bortles. I don't know.
Mitch they got a better chemistry.
Yeah, probably now.
Bortles
Blake
just
Bortles was
slinging it, and Allen Robinson was they didn't know.
Blake Bortles had one solid
Allen
year.
Robinson was
Here we are talking about Blake Bortles.
Real quick though, at that time Allen Robinson was more unknown, so he took the league by surprise.
Yes.
Now he's by far one of the better receivers. So it's you gotta scheme.
I would probably say.
How much was Allen Robinson schemed for in that year? None. When the Jags, nobody schemed against him. So he was just balling.
Yeah. Probably, I would say, top 3 most underappreciated receiver in the league. Just because I think there's a lot of really underappreciated receivers in the league.
For sure.
Keenan Allen types. There's so many
Diggs
out there.
is pretty underappreciated.
I was thinking him, too. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard not to choose Allen Robinson. The run game wasn't really a factor. Nick Foles, he was like we talked about, he was He was okay. He was okay.
He was okay. Wasn't bad. He wasn't good.
I would say whoever, I guess, the couple people that were blocking DeForest Buckner, they.
Shout out to Fetty. He's been playing better than anybody thought.
Yeah.
Like, that's at least a fact.
Yeah.
Better than everybody thought. But not, like, great, but he's playing better than everyone thought. He's playing good. He looks like a starter.
Yeah, and that's, like, why it's sometimes good to move, like, a tackle that wasn't great to guard. Because like, I think about, like,
New scenery.
I think about Eric Flowers. Like Zach Martin was talking about it whenever he had to move to tackle in the last game. He's like, it's so different because you really have absolutely no help on one side of you. Like, it's just like you are on an island. It's like being a corner
against the best pass rusher.
It's like being a corner, pretty much.
For sure.
So yeah, Allen Robinson, pretty clear cut guy, and I think it might be a pretty clear cut guy for defensive player of the game. I'm gonna start out to Roquan Smith. 13 total tackles.
Comeback.
Yeah.
3 tackles for loss.
Almost had a pick, like you talked about.
3 tackles for loss.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah. For me, it's him. I would say it's probably been his best game of his season.
I think Rivers got him riled up. Roquan loves to talk. People don't know that. Yeah. Roquan got more of an attitude at linebacker. He talks a lot. Yeah. He talks a lot of smack. And Rivers, especially just like
Rivers was talking trash to both y'all linebackers. He was talking to Roquan.
He was doing it
a lot to
Trevathan.
Yeah.
Because Trevathan was actually...
Have we talked about Trevathan yet?
I mean, did he get a tackle? Like, legit, before I looked at the stats, did he get a tackle? And it's looking like he got 4.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is... I love Trevathan. I like the signing over Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski's not even... He's gotten injured or something, but he just looks very slow.
Yeah.
Lagging. He looks like he's flat-footed and kind of like reacting.
Kind of like the Jalen Smith metaphor that I used.
But not as athletic, so he can't really make up for it. Like he's
also 30 years old.
He's reacting more than he is instinctive now. And it's like he's smaller and slower now. So
which is weird. You'd almost expect, like, like a vet, as, at this point he'll be reacting good to things and maybe not being able to execute the play.
He really just looks pretty unathletic.
Yeah, and he's 30 years old. I mean, it almost feels like it was eternity ago that he was, like, manning that Broncos defense. Like, was it before Brandon Marshall or like around the same time?
Era. That was when we had Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, and I see. Did Sean Gibson pop out to you, or more, he had 9 tackles? Was that more of like kind of just a coincidence type thing, or was he making some good plays?
He's been solid every game.
Yeah.
He's not been a liability at all in the pass coverage or tackle, but that's more of I know it says he got 8 solo. That was probably more like first downs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So give you something happy to talk about, because I know you like this. Let's talk about the 2 corners. Kyle Fuller, Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, looking like the bright spots of our defense.
Yeah.
Mac is looking okay, but he gets double teamed a lot, and he's not as as twitchy quick now.
I feel like it would help if you guys don't play Quinn as much as I feel like you should.
He's got to be having something's going on with him.
Yeah.
He didn't play first game. I think he's kind of coming into full swing, but
gotcha.
But Jalen Johnson, real quick, has probably been the most consistent player besides Eddie Jackson.
He's been
Akeem Hicks.
He's been the most consistent rookie corner, that's for sure.
Oh, I mean, by far.
Yeah.
They throw whenever you see, quarterback drop back and they throw it and Jalen Johnson's covering the guy. He plays man a lot and he just does not let up passes. Yeah. He hasn't let up a touchdown. He hasn't even. He's literally made pass deflections in the end zone.
Yeah.
He looks
like he's been a top 10 corner.
Probably. if he gets enough turnovers, he will be really getting the recognition. But dude, he's played phenomenal. Like he looks like, and I think Eddie Jackson said this. He has a demeanor of a guy who's been in the league for like 2-3 years. Like he doesn't act like a corner.
Do you know how many years he played at Utah? Do you know at all? Like how many years 3. He started?
Two started for sure.
Okay.
I think 3 though.
Okay.
Yeah, and man, I'm just whenever because just thinking back, man, I've wanted us to draft a corner since like this year after we drafted
2 good corners.
Since the year after we drafted Fuller. And after that, like I've been wanting enough to draft an offensive lineman and a corner. We drafted Daniels, which was like, okay, wasn't first round, but it was what we needed. But I've wanted us to draft a corner for so long, specifically safety, to be honest. And then Jackson was a 4th-round guy. Ended up being amazing.
Got very lucky with
that. That works.
Yeah,
I'm
got
cool with
extremely lucky
but,
with that.
like,
I wish the Cowboys could just fall into that.
I wanted us to
they don't
go.
even have to prioritize.
I've been
safety.
wanting us to go heavy on a guy, and Johnson was the guy that we like. He's just been. I mean, I'm very excited. He has 4 years more to go as a rookie contract.
Yeah, and you guys have Kyle Fuller locked up for a minute. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think after this he has 3 more years.
Wow. And Kyle Fuller he's
getting paid like 15 plus
and
mil.
He's arguably been a top 5-ish corner this year.
He's been playing very well.
Yeah, so like those two, I would say are probably your bright spots on the team. Like in
Eddie,
general,
the DB.
very the trifecta of those three, and even Gibson he had that pick last week. He's been solid, especially just like how you guys picked him up, like just off the streets, pretty much.
Because the Texans cut him. Randomly, and we were like,
gotcha.
We'll take
pretty
it.
quick. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, like literally, like it was pretty immediate.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So should we talk about the pivotal play? Like, I mean, I don't even know exactly what it would be. Honestly, like, is there anything that you can think of? I mean, the pick was like it was kind of early, right? Like it wasn't.
The pivotal play, man. I don't really have anything that stands out.
Yeah.
I think maybe if Roquan got that interception,
okay, yeah,
they wouldn't have put up 3. I think that they would have had only 13.
Yeah,
and we had 3. We scored later on when it didn't matter. But let's say we get the ball back, we score. That's 10-13.
How did y'all get 11 points? So
we went for a 2-point conversion.
Okay, so you had a touchdown, a field goal.
We went for a 2-point. We got it, and we got a field goal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that if we got that interception.
Hey, first off,
what? Now you kind of cut me up.
I know. When is Eddie coming? Eddie Pinheiro coming back?
Nobody knows. Let's say 2 weeks. Who knows?
Okay.
I kind of want him to come back. Santos hasn't been the most consistent, but
gotcha.
A lot of kickers haven't, to be honest. So
not even the best ones. I bet Justin Tucker probably has been perfect though.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But how come it says that Santos didn't kick an extra point?
Because y'all.
We went for the 2-point.
Yeah, we went for the 2-point. Yeah.
Because we didn't
trust.
How
you forget, man?
We didn't trust. Dude, I'm just so clouded in my head of this game.
Yeah,
everything I think about is just negative plays and scenarios and situations and results.
Not the greatest showing for either one of our teams in week 4, I would say. But the Bears obviously have a more opportunistic look. I mean, you guys are we're 1-3. You guys are 3-1. You still have
it harder from here. We got Tampa, then we got
let's just
we got Tampa, then we got the Panthers, then we got like hard teams.
So Tampa, it'll be a tough game because obviously, they got weapons.
Short week though. We play them Thursday.
Yeah,
we play them Thursday. Short week.
It's gonna be a crazy game.
Best quarterback of all time. We didn't even play the best against the Colts offense. The Buccaneers defense is no slouch.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
It'd be great to see Mike Evans, Chris Godwin versus y'all's corners. I can't wait for that.
Is Godwin going to be playing? He hasn't been.
I'm not sure. Y'all play the Panthers the week after. The Panthers have, I think, won 2 in a row now. They beat
I'm cool with that.
They just beat the Cardinals.
Wow.
Well, okay. Y'all play the Rams after that, the Saints, then the Titans, and the Vikings.
3 hard games. Right.
You guys have both your Packers games, and they're looking like a really tough team.
Saints, Titans.
And there's not really too much other that. There's like the Jags, there's the Lions, the Texans.
Easy.
0-4 right now.
Rams, Saints, Titans are going to be 3. If we
and then 2 Packers games.
Well, that's just divisional, but I'm just saying.
But that's gonna be the biggest games of the season.
But their division. I think those 3 games will be bigger. We'll talk about them when they come. But if we lose all 3 of those games, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We need to win those games to go in the Packers games and go in the rest of the divisional games. But I mean, dude,
we kind of skipped over pivotal play just because, like,
I talked about it. You cut me off about 3 times.
Oh, sorry.
It is what it is. I mean, there's no pivotal play in a loss. Like I said, the Roquan Smith interception. If he got it, that would have been a very big play. The fact that they called it, overturned it, which was a good call, was pivotal for the stupid. Who do we play? Stupid Colts. So. I mean, it is what it is, man. We took a loss. New quarterback. It's going to be some growing pains. Defense needs to play better for sure from here on out. They played very well in the second half. Do that every damn drive.
Yeah.
You know? It is what it Chuck Pagano playing his former team, Frank Reich, the quarterback for the Colts, was the dude who found Nick Foles. We had every single talking point to go into this game and dominate, and we didn't. Yeah. I'm sad. I mean, we can rant, we can ramble. It's one game, we're 3-1, like you said. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't think y'all
pick 6 against Brady. Let's keep that going. Eddie Jackson, pick 6. Let's get it. Let's not mess around. Every team's gotten one. Third strings have gotten one. Let's not mess around.
Definitely not gotten one.
No, I'm saying against Brady. Everyone's throwing pick 6s left and right every week. So let's get it against him.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a couple days.
Yeah. So just to give my pivotal play, because I finished.
You ain't got no damn pivotal play. You said that.
Because I finished on him last week. I'm gonna do it again. The game-winning kick by Rodrigo Blankenship, whenever it happened. I don't even know.
Shut up, man. He didn't steal no game. That's it for us, man. That's the recap for the
Rodrigo's the MVP of the
Colts,
game. He was the highest scorer in the game.
19-11.
Respect the specs.
Colts at Chicago. We'll be back short week with the Chicago-Tampa game on Thursday. I think he
is. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Spur and Call podcast.
Stay
appreciate
safe.
y'all. You do whatever you want.